You know what's on my mind today? Vaccines, and will I take it? Here on my daily thought bubble. Several pharmaceutical companies have already announced distribution of vaccines for the COVID 19. And now the question is, will you take the vaccine or not? I thought about it, and honestly, I think a main consideration for me if I'm going to take a vaccine or not, aside from the fact that I'll be immune to COVID 19, and this is going to sound shallow, but one of the main considerations for me is if countries are going to allow a vaccinated person to travel to their country without the need for testing, quarantine, and all sorts of requirements, I would definitely take the vaccine if that was the case. But if countries are still going to need you to do tests and quarantine and submit all the requirements, even if you're vaccinated, it might lessen the chance that I'd want to take the vaccine. So that's one consideration for me. The other one is a question of when. So, assuming that countries are not going to open their borders to vaccinated people, then I may wait it out till maybe a few months to maybe a year before I decide to take a vaccine and allow other people to be the first guinea pigs of this vaccine. Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be dangerous to take a vaccine. I think I'm more curious about the long-term side effects, if any. Maybe some people are going to get headaches or palpitations or whatever it may be, or maybe rashes, I don't know. But from what it seems like, at least from the reputable pharmaceuticals, it doesn't seem like there are going to be any major side effects. So it's not like I have a fear of vaccines, but it's more I prefer to go natural if I don't have to take a vaccine, and I'll just be as careful as I usually am with this pandemic and just follow the usual hygiene and safety protocols. Now, the other question is, which vaccine am I going to take? Well, nothing against China or Russia, but I will not take their vaccine. And the reason for that is because they haven't been as transparent with the clinical trials, the results, and their findings as other companies like Moderna and Pfizer. So, why would I risk my health for vaccines that have not been transparent with their testing, their trials, and their research? And that's what worries me, is that our government here in the Philippines seems to, no, actually has blatantly favored China or Russia. And even the president has said that they would be the first one to take the Russian vaccine. I would actually dare them to do that. And it's interesting that they would buy vaccines from China and Russia more than other countries or other companies and pharmaceuticals that have shown their transparency to their vaccines. And I wonder, would there be any Filipinos that are willing to take the president's word without seeing the clinical trials or knowing about those test results? I dare them to take the vaccine from Russia. What's it called? Sputnik? And you can't even drink if you take that vaccine. And you don't even know what the efficacy of the vaccine is, considering that they haven't shown any results. So yes, I would probably most likely take the Pfizer or the Moderna vaccine over all the other vaccines. But I would wait maybe for several months before I would take it. And the only reason I would take it first is if I'm allowed to travel without quarantine restrictions, without doing swab tests, which are very painful, and without having to submit a lot of requirements and contact tracing. And that's my daily thought bubble. What do you guys think? Would you take the vaccine, and why? And which vaccine would you take? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. Hey guys, if you like that video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would mean so much to me. And please click on the notification bell so you're notified of my latest videos. Thanks again. I'll see you guys soon.